Okay, so let's start it off with Manchester City. Phil Foden, what's up with that guy?
He got injured in that Manchester United derby, and he hasn't been back since.
Foot injury, right?
Yeah, that's all I've been reading about.
But the problem is like before that, like he's been in and out of the squad. He hasn't been as reliable to Pep, right? I think he lost kind of like favor with the confidence Pep had in him. So he's like disappeared from like most important games, right? I think the last important game that I saw him play besides the Manchester Derby was Tottenham when they came back the first time, which is weird because you think Phil Foden is probably, nobody disagrees, Phil Foden is probably one of the best young talents in England and stuff. He's got like 4 Premier League titles at the age of 22?
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's 22. He's made English young, caps, man. He's always like been in the conversation with, players like Saka. Saka gets starts all the time, so he's always competing, like who's better, like Saka or whatever. So he's always in the conversation. And even Mason Mount sees gameplay, like, sees games in and out, week in, week out. So you think that Phil Foden is underperforming, or because when I've seen him play, he always plays solid, especially because he plays out of position. Right, he doesn't have he's versatile too, but why would
Pep likes throwing players in where positions that they don't
normally use. Yeah. So my problem is he's like, if you're gonna give him a hard time, at least like try him out in the position he's meant to play, bro. Him as that center mid position, he's just a tank. So that's what I've found really interesting right now. That a major key to their especially last season, their last title league run, Phil Foden was a part of it, and now what? Nothing. Ooh, Holland's on fire right now.
I mean, Pep this season has rotated the squad so much, so like,
well, yeah, he's been
trying to figure out what works.
And
still.
Here's where we, get into the controversy of the January transfer window. My boy, the best left back in the world, João Cancelo, leaves on a loan to Bayern.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude,
bro,
what
I didn't expect that, low-key. When I saw the Fabrizio Romano tweet,
bro,
I was like, no way.
I understood that he wasn't getting any games, but I just thought it was the Pep Guardiola routine, players go disappearing for like 3-4 matches. But I think he genuinely wants to play Ake as that left back, bro. Like, he prefers Ake there, which is insane to me. I understand the logic behind it. For those who look at least how I understood the whole situation was, Pep is playing like this hybrid formation. We no longer play actual positions actual formations like left back, right back, all those. That's traditional, right? Pep has Pep, Barcelona, all of these other teams have for example, a big team who did it during the World Cup was France, right? So they do this weird thing. It's basically a shift, right? So basically what they do is they shift, they put a center back in a fullback position, and in match, he'll shift in towards the middle, and they start playing a 3-back, right? So that's what Ake does. In the games, Ake will shift from left back to left center back, right? And then whoever's on the right center back, which is at the time, or even in this game, Lewis, right? He'll shift into the middle, and he'll start playing alongside of Rodri. And what happens is you start seeing like this thing, and this is where like the whole phrase comes, a box midfield. That's when you start seeing the square in the midfield, the 2 center mids and one of the fullbacks plus the CDM. Barcelona do it. If you noticed, they do it all the time, right? But it's more prevalent, right? So
that's basically having your fullback go inverted inside.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's not the traditional way of doing it, right? Because now, like, this guy, he inverts, but now he has like all of these crazy center mid positions that he's like all of this workload. Because you'll see him, he'll overlap, he'll do an inverted lap, like he does everything. He does like basically a triangle, right? On whichever side of the pitch he's doing, right?
Yeah.
Or he's positioned at. So this leads to the big one, right? Like this whole Pep trying out new formations, trying out new tactics. With all this experimentation, do you think Pep can turn it around and win the league? Especially for most of these people who are aware, Everton stunned Arsenal yesterday.
Yeah.
They stunned 1-0 victory at Goodison Park, bro. So it's only a it was an 8-point difference, and they're one game behind. So yeah, it was. So now what is it? 5
point difference.
Now it's 5 point difference.
They're only behind 5 points.
Yeah, but you have a game in hand, so if they win, they'll only be down 2 points, right? And which Arsenal can't win both games. Arsenal are a fantastic squad, but it's Man City. One of those games is going to be a draw, a tie, a loss, right? Whatever you want to call it.
I mean, the title's still up for grabs, bro. Like 5 points, that's nothing.
Yeah, so a lot of people have lost faith in Pep, right? A lot of people have said, like, oh, it's over. But honestly, like, Arsenal have lost the league in better positions. That's the scary part.
Yeah,
somebody was saying that they've been in better positions and stuff, and they've lost the league. They did a bottle job. But now that we see that all of this is going in, why don't you think that Pep signed anyone in the January transfer window?
I was watching the press conference, and he's all like, because they were asking him about the João Cancelo thing, and he was like, yeah, he was just unhappy that he wasn't getting game plan.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah. He's
like, I didn't put him in because I liked what I saw when I was like when he's trying new things. Yeah. He's like, I like Ake there, so
yeah,
I've been playing what I like, you know.
Yeah. And
what was the point? I fucking forgot. I just blanked.
So why didn't they sign anyone?
Right.
Not because they let go of Cancelo.
So they let go of Cancelo.
A couple of guys are injured.
And he's all like, he didn't think that he needed to sign anyone because he said when you look at the players we have, like, he feels like they can get the job done, like, without adding somebody on the...
Interesting.
Like, rushing it, you know?
Yeah, because I want to say Man City's weakest spot is their wingers, right?
They do have a lot of the center backs. He's like, when Ruben Diaz got injured, we signed the Kanji, and then we signed the... Yeah. Who's the other center back?
What do you mean?
They signed the Kanji. They
signed the left back, but that's about it. They only signed. He's still. I mean, dude, he's barely his first season.
John Stones is he's out with a hammy injury.
Yeah, they have, dude.
But they have
center
the players
back.
to fill the roles, bro.
Center back is not a worry for Man City. What they've always struggled is with the attacking part, right? Even when they had Sterling and stuff last season and Gabriel Jesus, like, they wouldn't score as much as, you know, he would have liked them to, right? That's why he kind of let them go. But how are you going to let those two guys go and then not bring anybody? He's relying heavily on Jack Grealish and Riyad Mahrez, and we know for a fact Riyad Mahrez struggles a lot to stay consistent.
Yeah, bro. He has, like,
Jack Grealish
games where Mahrez has games where he goes off, and then games where he just
disappears, disappears. But the problem is too, right? Jack Grealish looks a shadow of himself, and it's a strong criticism. And it's tough, but you're 100 million, right? You're a 100 million player, right? You've already had a season to accommodate yourself,
and you've already been in the Premier League.
And you've been starting. He's not like he doesn't give him chances, bro. Right? He's not. He's just too slow. Like, I've noticed, he's just too slow. So the fact that they only have two good wingers, right? Because I still think Jack Grealish is a solid player. It's just there's so many things going against him, right? You join the Premier League championship holders, right? You join a team who consistently needs you to get assists, get goals, play people 1v1. Like, it's insane. So right now, in Pep, and you see this in Barcelona, and you see this in Liverpool, you see this in Madrid. They require wingers who can beat their players 1v1. Yeah. The defender. They need 1v1 wingers.
I don't think Grealish is a 1v1.
No, he can't, winger, bro. He can't take players. Like, he's a dribbler. He goes through the middle. But if you're gonna tell me he's on the corner isolated versus his defender, he's gonna take him 1v1. No way.
No chance.
If he's maneuvering himself through the middle of the park, taking advantage of momentum and taking advantage of the crowd, right? Of course, he's that kind of guy. He's got that intelligence. But on the wing, to do some Ronaldinho stuff, dude, or to do some, let's say modern, let's say today football, let's say Salah. No, there's no way he'd do anything like Salah. So all this being said, I do believe that they still have a shot, and I am rooting for them, right?
I don't think just because Cancelo left that,
I'm gonna say
they don't have a shot anymore, because he's probably one of the best fullbacks in the world, right?
I'm gonna say for one sole reason is they got my boy Pep Guardiola, dude. That guy is a tank, one of the best coaches of all time. What is it called? What do people call him? A league merchant. That's all he knows how to do is win leagues.
Damn, Højbjerg just went down injured.
Dang, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll be okay. But yeah, so I trust in Pep. Honestly though, I'm not hating on Arsenal. Arsenal are a fantastic squad. They have so much potential. I just think that they reinforce with Jorginho, which is insane to me, right?
Well, I mean, they try to get Caicedo, right? And
I don't know what
Brighton weren't budging for the 70 million, even though they asked for 70, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, bro, I don't know what Edu does, but dude, that guy cannot get his object. Like, everybody he goes for, he can never get, bro. It's only the fringe players. Like, hey, bro, nobody wanted Ramsdale. Why do you think they got Ramsdale on the low? True. Like, nobody fought for Ramsdale.
Yeah.
But what happens? They get Ramsdale, and he ends up being one of the best goalkeepers in the league, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
they built a strong side. They just need to add more depth.
Yeah, but I don't want to get into Arsenal too much because we'll get it into later in the video. But, yeah, I just think that I have faith in Pep. I want them to win. That's simple as that. I think 6 titles in 5 seasons sounds nice. I want to see the haters debate my boy after that.
5 points is nothing, bro. That's literally a game or two.
Now, let's go to the team's opposition today, and the team that's winning at the moment, by a Hary Kane goal. Spurs, the arrival of Pedro Porro. He's a right back from Sporting. Good signing or bad signing?
No, it's a good signing. They need a right back, right wing back.
That the legendary Emerson Royale is not good enough.
Emerson Royale is not good, bro. He's trash.
Why? He's got that Brazilian
bro, he didn't even get called up by the Brazil squad, bro, for the World Cup,
he still got that Brazilian flair,
that boy. Is trash.
Bro, I don't understand how you could be so poor, bro. Like, look at
he's bad too, because Conte went out and bought a right wing back or a right back. He asked for one, bro.
You know why I was just referencing Arsenal. He was an Arsenal battle job too. Spurs beat him to Arsenal.
Really?
Yeah, Spurs beat Arsenal on the Emerson Royale, and Arsenal fans are like, "Whoo!" Like, thank God.
He's not good, bro.
But hey, under maybe Arteta, to be honest, he might be a much better right back. Honestly, I think it's just the coaching that's been instilled into him. Who was before Conte?
The previous Wolves manager.
Oh yeah, that guy was a horrible coach, bro. Yeah, he should have stayed at Wolves.
He had a bad run at Tottenham,
like
bro.
Sometimes, bro, the leap is too big for some coaches, bro. Hopefully, somebody in the middle of it right now, Graham Potter. Mm-hmm. But I hope it doesn't turn out that way for him. But sometimes that leap, it doesn't translate, because Wolves were...
Graham Potter just needed time, but like the
Wolves were dogs, especially under that Raul Jimenez level form. Like
before he got injured?
Yeah, dude, they were dogs, bro.
They were nasty.
Yeah, I guess they were called Wolves for a reason. What's it called? The man of the hour. Will Hary Kane leave Spurs?
I don't think he will, to be honest. I think Hary Kane is loyal to Spurs.
Even after his own coach is like, yeah, you need to leave to win something.
Conte did say that, right? Yeah, I think
Yeah, it's insane, bro. The fact, look, I'm gonna give you a hypothetical right now, guys, and you were comment down What would you rather have? The most honored striker in the Premier League of all time, let's say you have the most you scored the most goals, you scored the most goals in a season, you scored the most, like, everything you've ever wanted to hit, as a striker, you struck it. You're revered as probably one of the best strikers in the Premier League of all time. You didn't win a single premiership, bro. Did not win a single league title.
Yeah, that looks bad, man.
What would you rather have? Multiple league titles or every honor?
Nah, league titles, bro.
So you wouldn't want to be like the Ronaldo of the Premier League, have like 800 goals for nobody will ever break it. Your name goes down in history.
But he won Premier League titles, bro.
That's scary, right? Like that's a scary thought that Hary Kane might be one of the most revered strikers of all time in the Premier League and never win anything.
Yeah, but I do think if he stays, like, they still don't win anything.
They're not going to
win anything, bro.
Dude, not even an FA Cup, bro.
Dude, like that Champions League run was a miracle for them, to be honest, bro.
Bro,
like,
and the reason why they lost is because they started Hary Kane. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the fact is Hary Kane was injured on that run up to the Champions League. I think it was the second leg of Ajax. Mm-hmm. And they started, or I don't know if he started, but they played, because I can't remember, I have to look it up. They played Luka Mora, and he was in such fine form, bro. It was back when he was a dog. And they decided to bench Lucas Mora in the final to play Hary Kane. They look toothless, bro.
Yeah,
they look toothless, bro. But people are like, it's Hary Kane, bro. You got to start him for the final. But that kind of just disrespects like all of the hard work and all of the stuff that Lucas Moura put in to put you guys there, bro. The least you could do is put Lucas Moura in as well. And sorry, like, maybe he did play, but I gotta double check. But I'm like 98% sure Lucas Moura didn't play, like, as a starter. Like, they played Hary Kane over him.
But
correct my ball knowledge if I,
Hary Kane is a good striker, bro. He drops deep to
he's a fantastic striker. Like, he's the best overall striker in the Premier League. He's better than Haaland.
Yeah,
Haaland is just a fucking machine of a goal scorer. But dude, Hary Kane can drop deep. He can dribble. He has vision. He gives accurate passes. He has it all. And so I think he's gonna leave. I think at some point you have to understand that football is a winning and losing sport. And I think Man U or Chelsea are going to be in the running for Hary Kane.
I would easily take him at Man United, bro. Dude, we've been needing a striker for years.
That guy would be fantastic, and he's at Man U.
Bro, Slat's perfect.
Dude, Man U would have, like, they would be title contenders on the level that they were. Actually better than the whole Ronaldo situation. Rodri? Oh, no. Yeah, I like Hary Kane, but he is a bottle job, right? Like, he's not a big game player.
He chokes, man.
He's not a Drogba. Like, the fact is, he's not a Drogba. Like, he's not a Ronaldo. He's not a Messi. He's not a big game player, right? So that goes against him. Ooh, okay, that goes against him, bro. And so he needs to go to a team where they can give him the extra little mile. Because Hary Kane at Bournemouth, Hary Kane at Man City, Hary Kane, any Premier League team, he's got you. But in the big game, he's going to let you down.
Yeah.
Right? He has failed to, like, bro.
And people always said, like, Tottenham, like, every manager that goes doesn't get the backing that they deserve, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they keep sacking coaches. But, I mean,
prime example, Hary Kane against France in the England game. England-France game.
He missed a penalty?
Missed a penalty, bro. You make those, bro.
Yeah.
That's the difference between an elite level, world class, legendary play. Hey, bro, you get your team to the they played to the semifinals of a World Cup, right? Same thing, bro. Didn't they play Croatia and lost to Croatia? A stacked England team lost to Croatia. And I'm not trying to disrespect Croatia because Croatia arguably has one of the best midfield trios. 2 World Cups in a row that got them to second and third place. Ooh, Jack, come on, man. But honestly, Hary Kane was going to leave.
I mean, he should leave if he wants to win trophies, but I don't think he will leave.
Now, we're going to get into, and this is a little easy for us, but we're going to get into why they didn't sign a couple of players that they needed, which is why didn't they sign a center back?
Who, Man City?
Spurs.
Oh, Spurs.
And it's one prime reason. It's they didn't have the money for it. They can't afford anybody. That's why they're loaning Lenglet from Barcelona, bro.
They still have him, right?
Yeah, Lenglet's there. Yeah.
He doesn't play though.
Yeah, he plays. Didn't you see the last game against Manchester City where he just bottled it? He bottled the last goal. It touched him and then bounced.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So he plays, but he's just not good, bro. I don't know what happened to Lenglet, but
Spurs just terminated Doherty's contract. He's at Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid now, I think.
Oh, damn.
That was a weird one, low key. I was like, what?
Will Son regain form this season?
Dude. Like, I have Son in my fantasy team, right? Because he was nasty last year.
So you still hold hope.
So I hope he can pick it up again because, like, his performance from this year to the previous years has dropped significantly, and I don't know what caused it.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been performing, bro. He hasn't been scoring, assisting.
No, man.
And that one game he got, I forgot who they played. He scored like twice. But, I mean, he just has those one-off games. Like, he's not consistent anymore.
He's a former shell of himself, bro.
That's another player that I think should leave Tottenham if he wants to win trophies, bro. Son, bro, he's an amazing player.
Yeah, that is true, but Son won't leave. He's too beloved there. Okay, the man of the hour. Will Conte be at Spurs next season?
That's a tough one, man. I know he's unhappy right now, bro. Like, the players that he has in the team just they're not cut for it, you know?
No, bro. And also, he just doesn't get the funding that he needs, right?
Yeah, there's no funding.
There's no funding, bro.
But are Spurs really like that bad financially?
No, they're not that bad financially. They don't want to spend money. They don't see they're a team who bought. They're a management. I don't want to speak for people, but this is what I assume is the case. They bought the team, right? They have the team because they wanted a return on their investment. We know that you can't go for money and then the football. You need to go for the football and then the money comes. That's why Abramovich
the Glazers are doing it the other way.
Well, they're doing it the same way. The Glazers are the exact same way
they don't
as
care
Spurs.
about the club, bro. They just care about the money.
That's why Abramovich was an elite level owner, bro. That guy loved Chelsea so much that he put in the money.
Yeah, you need to invest into the squad, bro.
Yeah, you need
to put facilities, like
you need to put into the facilities, into the medical care, into the mental health, into everything of all of these guys.
Tottenham too. They have that brand new stadium, bro.
Yeah, they spent all their money on the brand new stadium, right? And that's why some of the reasons why they didn't. You know why they did the brand new stadium so they could get more people to come and watch.
I mean, that stadium is really nice, bro.
Dude,
like,
it's fucking huge.
I hope to visit it one day just because it's nice.
Yeah,
and like it's big. You know, it's up to date with like modern technology and stuff, you know?
Yeah, and they got a new start because, like, I remember watching Lampard describe them going to White Hart Lane. Mm-hmm. And White Hart Lane, the Chelsea team used to call it 3-point lane because they would always go there to win. Like, it's also good to change the culture of your team if it's a negative part of your culture, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know how Spurs fans feel about that. They know better because they're Spurs fans. But if everybody in the Premier League is laughing at your fortress, your home is supposed to be your fortress. Wenger, Mourinho, they've always all mentioned why Liverpool is bad in the Premier League, but amazing in Europe because of one simple reason. Because of Anfield. It's a motherfucking fortress, bro. You go to Anfield, bro. It's quite intimidating, dude.
Crazy there,
those Liverpool fans are die hard, dude. Like, and
no! Mars just hit the post,
dude. Jesus. All right. So I'm gonna say Spurs and Conte are gonna part ways in the summer.
Yeah, he'll probably leave, bro.
And so no, he's leaving for sure.
And right now he's not even at the game because he just had surgery to remove his gallbladder.
Oh yeah.
So bro, he's probably gonna miss a month, bro.
Yeah. And so he's like, hey, bro, might as well get paid and get surgery. And so if not, who's the next coach?
I mean, you got Pochettino again.
Okay.
That's an option.
Pochettino.
Zidane, if he wants to coach at Spurs,
man.
But I doubt it.
Tuchel.
Who else? Tuchel. You got Tuchel.
Nah, he's not.
I don't think he's gonna want to coach Spurs.
He's like, no, I'm good. I'll pass.
I mean, low key, their best bet is probably Pochettino, bro, and he didn't even do that bad when he was there.
Dude, he took him to a Champions League final and multiple Champions League appearances, like positions and stuff. Like, That's better than you could ever ask for a top level coach.
I mean, other than that, I don't know what other coaches are available on the market right now, but
well, that's why I'm telling you, like, there's like so many options. Like, for example, I rate him highly, you know, especially because it's a feat, bro. But Sean Dyche, he just went to Everton,
Everton manager? Yeah.
But the fact is, bro, that man kept Burnley up 10 seasons in a row, bro.
That's crazy,
bro. That
That's
guy 10 years, bro. And then the little fucking, they were just tired of it. The little, you know, the little time that they had left, and he was bottling it. They didn't give him the faith to turn it around and sacked him. And what happened? They got sacked. They got sacked, right? They were.
Do you think he can keep Everton up?
Yeah, they're dude. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they just beat Arsenal 1-0. Yeah, they were like getting dominated.
Everton's good now. Everton, dude, because Everton have a solid squad. It's not like their players are.
They
bad.
just got rid of Anthony Gordon for 40 mil too.
Yeah, so I think Everton are on the up. They're obviously gonna only finish like 15th or 14th, but they're gonna do well.